All right, and I'm recording again just in case he tries to rat again. But now that we have a wait, stop. All right, now that we have a basic understanding of how the burden of proof works, can we just get someone to agree that this is how it
Would
works?
you like me to be the judge? Would you like me to be the judge?
He's just gonna say you're biased, but whatever. Yo, Ryder, do you have a mic?
I'm not. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be.
All right, Ryder. Can you just real quick watch my stream and just agree that the burden of proof lies on whoever makes the first claim?
No, Ryder, don't agree.
That's literally how it works in every debating sense.
I looked at the screen through the definition.
The criminal trial, the burden of proof lies on the prosecution. If you didn't know, the prosecution is making they're making the claims trying to prove that someone is guilty. That's how it works. And then in a debating sense, or basically what the context of this is he was saying that Destruction was being hypocritical in the sense that he's told him not to rat, but he didn't say don't rat. What he said is you were ratting after me and one other person said stop ratting, you're not funny. Basically, he was hyper fixated on the fact that Destruction said you aren't funny, which was in agreement with us saying that he isn't funny, which he was saying was a complaint, and we asked him to explain that, which he couldn't substantiate. And until he does so, I don't have to show him the recording that I have right here. We've shown him that I have the recording. I've shown him the dates. They line up. It's right here. The times line up. 3:40. Right here, you made this 3:56. That's 16 minutes after. So if you're telling me that you making these claims doesn't line up, you're wrong. Do you have anything to contend? Anything at all? I have timestamps and dates. What do you have?
Ryder, what I'm telling you.
No, you're using word of mouth versus timestamps.
I'm literally telling them.
Just allow him to speak. Just allow him to speak. Give him the same.
All I'm telling them is Josh is making the claim, yeah, that what's name? He's saying that Destruction wasn't complaining about me ratting. So I'm asking him, let's look at the recording.
But you made the claim first. You made the claim first, though.
To a definitive answer.
But you made the claim first, though. 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 It's literally proof right there that I have the video. But you made the claim first, though. But you made the claim first, though. But you made the claim first, though. But you made the claim first, though.
Okay, Josh. Annoying as shit.
But you claimed first. That's how dialectics works.
No.
Okay, Shank start.
What do you mean prove you made it first? It's right here.
I don't see it. Wait, where?
It's timestamped. I started recording, and then right here, it's timestamped at 3:56. You hyperfixated on him complaining.
Josh, I sent the definition of complain because you guys asked me why is he complaining. I said let's look at the recording. You guys said no.
We didn't say why is he complaining. We said how is he complaining after you said that he was complaining.
How is he complaining? Why is he complaining?
No, how and why aren't the same. How and why are not the same.
This guy is literally crying over one fucking word.
Yeah, words matter in context, okay? If you didn't know that, when you're speaking in a sense like this, context matters and words change context.
Shank start, please allow him to finish.
No.
Here, just like think of something as small as is and was. Such a small difference. Is current, was past.
If you're gonna get advice.
No.
Okay. So let's just stop. Okay. Like when it comes to dialectics, Josh, just please allow him to finish his entire sentence, and then you can give your argument afterwards, please.
He's not going to. He's incapable.
Are you gonna argue?
Are you like?
We're sitting here. Silence means speak.
Okay.
Listen, my contention is the reason why I show the definition of complaint, is because I asked you guys, do you guys even know what complaint mean? You guys said yes, you do know what it means, and I was like, oh no, you don't. Let me send the definition. That is the reason why.
Okay.
Wait, I'm not finished.
All right.
Okay. I sent the definition of complaint, and I tried to explain how you guys were complaining. I said, just let's look at the freaking recording and we can see how you're complaining because you guys were saying you Destruction wasn't complaining. So you guys can look at the
So in
recording.
this sense, there were three eyewitnesses that all attest what you're saying. We could get JDA back in here to try to verify what he said as well. And if we're going off of burden, hey, stop. I gave you the respect of letting you finish.
JDA,
Yo, can you mute him real quick?
JDA, if I'm not, yeah, one more, just give me. Okay, so Shankstard, I'm gonna ask you
Yeah.
one more time, yeah, to just please allow him to finish, yeah, or else I am going to have to be forced to mute you.
So, just mute him. I gave him the respect of letting him speak, and if he isn't going to give me the same respect, then it's just pointless.
Okay, this is your. Okay, so.
But basically, we've already established the burden of proof. He is documented making the first claim. He says that it isn't him making a claim, but it's literally inherently making a claim by saying, like, by sending this in the first place, because, like, why else would you send it other than to establish the premise to your argument? Your argument was that, hey, you were being hypocritical because you said blank. If you are trying to say or prove that he said blank, that means that you are making a claim. And until you prove such against three eyewitnesses with video proof that you're trying to argue against, it's baseless. So you're just wasting everyone's time.
You finished?
Yes. Silence means speak.
Okay, so basically, yeah, what I'm saying, okay, when I sent this definition of complaint, I don't know how many times I have to tell you, or you guys first told me Destruction wasn't complaining verbatim. You said that.
Yes, but why would we say Destruction wasn't complaining unless you made it the argument he was first?
Josh, please let me. Please.
No, why did you mute him? You muted me.
Okay,
yeah.
Josh,
Yeah.
I'm
Bitch.
Wait, why the fuck are you calling him a bitch? Like, the fuck? What's wrong with you? I get the exact same credit. There's no need to call him a bitch. He wasn't rude to you. What the fuck's wrong with you, nigga? God damn, say your argument.
Anyways. Bro, I know Destruction's happy, but anyways, listen up. So basically, what I'm saying is that you, Josh, you said Destruction isn't complaining. He wasn't complaining. You made that claim, okay? And I said, yes, he was. You guys then asked me, how was he? You guys both were just freaking saying, how was he, whatever. I said, let's look at the recording, and then we can see how he was complaining. Okay, you're literally holding the recording, and you don't want to look at it because you know you're wrong. You can literally show the recording, and everything can be ended in like 2 seconds, but you don't want to because you know you're wrong. Why would I sit here and say, oh, show the recording when I know I'm wrong in the first place? Okay, I know I'm right. He did complain. Show the recording and this can be ended. You're the one wasting time. You're the one withholding this information. This is your fault. I'm trying to get this done quick. You're not. The fuck?
I don't really think that you understand what Josh's point really was. He is trying to say that you made the first claim, like the very first claim, okay? That's what he's trying to say, yeah. He's also trying to say that even without this recording, he still has eyewitnesses to attest to this, okay? And at the same time, yeah, you have not actually, you have not, shut up. So Tankstar, you don't want me to unmute you again because then you're gonna get mad, okay? Calm down.
I'm just saying those my claim because I don't.
1 minute, hush, Tankstar, okay? I'm trying to speak, okay? Please don't interrupt me while I'm talking. What I'm trying to say, yeah, is that you still haven't addressed nor proven your burden, yeah, before him, okay? Since you are the one that is initiating the first claim, yeah, you have to prove said initiated claim, okay? So I'm going to unmute. Okay, your claim was that apparently, I was complaining or something. I'm just gonna ask Josh just to re-clarify. Josh, I'm gonna unmute you.
All right, can you mute him real quick? Or wait, real quick. No, don't mute him. I gotta ask him a question, and then I'll continue. So, Shankstard, so you said that you sent this in response to us saying that Destruction wasn't being hypocritical. Is that correct?
Wait, repeat that.
You said that you sent the definition because you were asking us, do we know what complain means? Because we said that he wasn't being hypocritical or wasn't complaining.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
So, can you explain to me how it's possible for us to like refute a claim that you hadn't yet made? You said that you
What do you
hadn't
mean?
made it yet, but no, you
Yeah,
said that
this
you
is what I'm
sent this.
saying.
No, stop. Mute him real quick. Mute him real quick.
So start again. I told you multiple times that I don't want to actually do this. Yeah. I'm gonna give you one more chance, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna give you one more chance.
Basically, he said that he sent this because we said like that you were not being hypocritical and that you weren't complaining. And the only way to basically for us to refute something is for there to already be a premise. Your premise was that he was basically being hypocritical and complaining. Then when we asked how he was complaining, you, since you made that first initial claim, have to prove it, which you hadn't yet done, which means I do not have to give you any information until your side of this is proven without a shadow of a doubt, since in this context, you would be the prosecution.
Alright, so are you finished?
Yes, silence means speak. Keep up.
Okay. Anyways, freaking, what I'm trying to say, yeah, is okay. So this is what happened, yeah. You said literally, you can't deny this. You said, "Oh, let's look at the recording." Destruction interfered said, "Oh, we don't have any reason to look at the destruction. To look at the recording, so we shouldn't."
Yes, I
You were
said
like,
let's look at the
"But
recording, but then he mentioned the fact that we don't have to until you prove
he
it, which is
interrupted.
correct because in this
He interrupted.
situation it
He
doesn't
interrupted.
matter.
Destruction. He interrupted. Meet him.
I just got back now. What's happening?
Yeah, meet him. He
Sorry.
interrupted me. He didn't let me finish.
Okay.
Meet him.
Josh. Yeah, I gave you a chance, so I'm gonna give like Josh one more chance. Okay, please just don't interrupt him, Josh. Okay?
Yeah, don't interrupt again. Okay, Joe?
Oh my goodness, shut the. Just make your argument, please.
Anyways,
Like we're not gonna.
what I'm saying is, okay, so Josh said, "Oh, we're gonna look at the recording." When I asked, he agreed to this. Okay, so he would agree to this. He would agree to look at the recording, and then he backtracked after destruction. Was like, "Oh no, let's not look at the recording." So I'm saying he would agree to this. So that's why he should, yeah? So you can't backtrack. He already agreed to look at the recording, and this can be easily finished if you just look at the recording. You're the one wasting time, no one else but you. You have the option to end this, but you're choosing not to because you know you're wrong.
No, I have the information. The thing is, Destruction was right. I do not have to show you until you prove your side because you made the claim first. Just because I could doesn't mean I will. Like, you don't realize how petty I am. The burden of proof is on you. You're the one backed into the corner. You're the one that hasn't substantiated a thing. I'm sitting here watching all of this play out, enjoying my time. You're the one wasting time continuing to argue against somebody who has video proof of you lying. We're the ones that have 3 eyewitnesses, and you have not once.
You need to substantiate it.
You establish the premise, you substantiate your side. Until you do so, I don't show you a thing. That's literally how it works. That is literally how it works.
That is actually facts.
Everything I have shown you.
Show Sankstart, unless you can actually do this, I'm afraid.
Ethos, burden of proof.
I'm not taking anything.
Burden of proof is the general concept that when you make a claim, you have to back it up. Contrary to popular belief, the burden of proof does not apply only in the affirmative side in a debate round. Anytime one makes a statement, one is responsible for backing it up. This means that whoever makes a claim has to prove it satisfactory.
Oh, that do kind of be facts.
Ethos publication, my boy.
Bro, I swear to God, I wish someone could meet Destruction, bro. Anyways.
Wait, why mute me? Are you just angry because?
Don't even lie, Destruction. This nigga's laughing, bro. He's laughing so bad, like in his heart. I can tell this nigga's so happy, bro. He's laughing.
Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, wait, yeah, one moment. Yeah, I'm actually laughing because it's my birthday. You know, like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
What's after your birthday?
Yeah, it is actually my birthday. I'm 19 today.
Nah,
come on now.
If it is, happy birthday. Anyways.
Well, thank you.
Freaking Josh, listen. This is would have been arguing, whatever. You agreed to you showing the recording. You can't backtrack. That's the point. You agreed to this. Don't backtrack. You already agreed. You can't backtrack.
No, I didn't agree. I actually just gave the idea of it, but regardless, since you made the claim, you still have to prove it. Just giving an idea doesn't necessarily mean that
Can you prove you just gave an idea?
What are you
No, no,
talking
wait,
about?
wait,
You
wait,
still
wait,
haven't
wait,
proved
wait,
your
wait.
claim.
Oh, so you can't prove it. So you can't prove that.
What are you talking about? I gave the
Bro,
idea. I said, let's just watch the recording.
The one in burden of
Let's
proof.
just means that's an
I'm
idea.
not the one with the burden of proof. You are.
Yes, you are. You still haven't proven
No.
anything from before what I just said, so you still have
Listen,
it.
listen. This is what
Yo,
happened.
Ryder, real quick, since you're technically the judge, what do you think this nigga should do?
But wait,
I think-
wait, am I the judge or destruction?
Destruction,
I'm the judge.
No.
destruction
Judge,
isn't like he doesn't want destruction to be the judge because he thinks he's biased because destruction is the
Oh,
one who he was making the claim
okay.
on.
Oh, okay.
This is wait. First of all,
And
this
since
is
we
why-
have
Wait,
proof
wait,
of you
wait,
making the claim
wait,
before
wait,
what I
wait,
just
Josh,
said, you
Josh, can I
still
ask you
have
a
the
question?
burden of proof.
Wait, Josh, can I
Wait.
ask? Josh, 1 minute, stop. Josh, can I ask you a question?
What's
throughout
up?
This entire throughout this entire debate, yeah, like while I've been moderating it, have I not literally been like unbiased throughout this
Yeah,
entire?
he's been unbiased, banning people, giving each other chances. Like, hey, if you talk during this, you get muted. He's giving us both equal opportunity, and he like Shanks is sitting here still saying he's just gonna be biased.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, you accused me saying that I'm happy because laughing at you, but I'm not.
hear it in your voice. I can hear it in your
Just because he's smiling doesn't necessarily mean it's at you.
Yeah,
Hey,
like-
right now. Hey, destruction, talk to
Yeah,
me, yeah? Like, don't
yeah,
try
like-
laugh.
Yeah, like I'm literally happy because it's my birthday. The fuck? My
No,
birthday's the
you're
first.
like laughing in every
Oh, no, no, no,
sentence.
no, no.
But does that matter? But does it matter?
Wait, why
Does it
that matter,
matter?
though? That's what I don't get.
Yo, all right. So if you're not gonna prove your claim, I'm just gonna like go to sleep because it's 4:30 in the morning. So like, are you going to prove it or not? Just say yes or no, or just end it. I don't have to until you prove your claim. You make a you make a claim, you prove it. That's how burden of proof works. We've been over this multiple times. So until you prove otherwise, then I don't have to show you anything. Again, I told you I'm being petty. So until you prove your side, you will not see a thing.
Okay, so Shanks, all you just have to do is just show your burden, and then he can literally show you his proof. That's literally it.
So like,
Come
do
on, man.
you have eyewitness accounts? Do you?
Can I talk now?
Do you have eyewitness accounts? I asked you a question. Can you just answer
I
it?
don't think anybody's an eyewitness account.
So Destruction and me and JDA are not eyewitnesses, right? We're not eyewitnesses. Like all three of us are not eyewitnesses.
Barker, are you AFK? Barker, are you AFK?
Clearly.
I think he's AFK.
Oh no, wait, JDA was actually here. Wait, you guys just want me to get JDA in here?
Yeah, just get JDA back.
Yeah, okay.
Because he was no, he's another eyewitness. It's just more proof against you. So prove your side, or we're just gonna get JDA in here.
JDA.
Okay, yeah.
So, JDA. Prove he's a valid source.
Because he was here.
Yeah, because he was literally here.
Prove he was here. Prove he was here. When
Oh
I
my
said that.
fuck.
Nigga,
so-
you still
so-
haven't proven anything on your side. We don't owe you a thing.
So this is what I don't get. Like, you're basically 1 minute. You are literally like accusing me of being a hypocrite. Like, 1 minute. So you're accusing me of being a hypocrite, yeah? But you're literally accusing me for doing the exact same thing that you accuse me of doing. Like, huh? You're literally 1 minute. You're doing the exact same thing that you accuse me of
Hey,
doing.
can I
How do you?
talk now? Can I talk?
No.
I just want to
Yep.
say. So basically, what I'm trying to say, yeah, is first of all, I want to like establish this because I don't even think like I actually explained this properly or like even said it. Okay, so this is what happened. You told me, oh no, destruction said, oh, what's name? That's not
Alright,
funny.
I'm-
That's what you said verbatim. That is what he said. You said that, and I was like, and I rebutted to that saying, no, this is what I remember said. Yeah.
All right.
So you made that claim first. I was like, and then I made my other claim, and then I was like, oh, let's look at the recording. You said, yeah, fine, we'll look at the
Alright,
recording. Destruction jumped in and was like, oh no, let's not look at the recording. We don't have to. And that's when you said, oh, we're not gonna. Okay. So you agreed. First of all, you agreed to look at the recording, and second of all, you're the one that made the claim first.
No, I gave the option of looking at the recording. Just because I gave the option doesn't mean I necessarily agree to it.
Josh. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to be. 1 minute. What the fuck?
Bozo.
Okay. So you can speak now. Please go ahead.
Alright, so basically, what I'm trying to say, yeah, is that me and Josh first made the claim saying that Destruction just said, oh, you aren't funny. That's all he said, yeah? And I said, no, that's not what he said. And I explain to you what freaking destruction said. So you made that first claim. You're the one that's supposed to prove that first claim. And then I rebutted with my claim, and I was like, "Oh, we agreed that we can show this recording, and then it can be all over and done." You went, I think, no, I don't even think you shared your screen, but you said, "Yeah, I'm getting up right now." Destruction pulled in and said, "No, he doesn't have to show it." Then you changed your mind and were like, "Oh, no, I'm actually, yeah, I don't have to show it. You have to prove your burden or whatever you want to call it." So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're the one who have to prove it. You're the one who has to show the fucking thing.
Okay, let me just. Oh, sorry, I need to quickly unmute. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Give me a second, Josh. Sorry about that, buddy.
All right, so basically what Shanks just said is that I somehow made the first claim that you didn't like that you said like that you didn't say stop ratting. So exactly how can I make that first claim? Like what would the context possibly be to that? Like cuz does that not sound oddly like a response to something to you? Like I'm just asking Shanks Tard this question, and it's not even like ending my time or anything. I just want like yes or no. Does that sound like a response to something?
Alright, so
Yes or no? No, don't start. Don't start. My time's not over.
yeah,
Okay.
I just
So
yeah.
what would that response be to? Who would have possibly made that claim? Because JDA, Destruction, and I were all in agreement that he didn't say
Alright,
stop ratting. So who other than like because like what Bankai, he's AFK or Baka whatever, he's AFK. None of the other people were here. Who else would that be a response to?
alright, so you
No. I'm telling you who else. I'm asking you. This isn't the end of my time. Just asking you a question. Who else would that be a response to? Of the like the 4 or 5 people in this in the thing,
I can't really
and the one making the claim being you, or the only other person in this discussion being you. Who else would that be a response to?
there was context
Who
behind it, so I
else
can't
would that
explain.
be a response to?
You just said it out. I can explain if you want.
No, I said who else would that be a response to? Out of the
Alright,
other couple of people that were in this discussion, 3 of them were against you being the 4th person in this discussion. Now, if all of them were on the exact same side of the argument, why would I make a response to an argument from my perspective, from our perspective on this side of the argument? Can you explain that to me?
I believe that this is going in ad nauseum. So if you guys would just like to go to conclusion, like if
go to conclusion. Like you're not judged. What?
Yeah, just go to
so, like,
conclusion. Just go to conclusion.
I never said that I was
I
fucking
was just,
judging.
I
I'm
was
just,
just
like,
assuming that you thought you're judged. My bad.
yeah,
Anyways,
like, huh? Yeah, I never said
so
that, but okay.
what are we gonna go into conclusions for if you're not judged? I'm confused.
I don't really feel like whatever, like the fuck, whatever, like you guys want to go to.
I mean, it doesn't even matter if we go to conclusions because at the end of the day, he still hasn't proven anything.
Wait, so I feel like what's his name? Josh is just gonna continue being scared to show the recording. So
You have to prove your side. That's how burden of proof works. I don't know how many college studies and like literal definitions of dialectics I have to show you for you to grasp the basic concepts of how to speak to an individual with more than an IQ of 4. Like, what don't you understand? It's really not that difficult to grasp that when you make a claim that you literally have to prove it. And if you're going to keep interrupting, you're going to get muted again. So what don't you understand? It's the exact same behavior as a toddler. You do the same thing and expect different results each time. Literally the definition of insanity, bro. What don't you understand?
You do be spitting facts.
Yeah, see, first
Come
of
on
all,
now,
just
man.
prove that destruction is biased. Anyway, second of all,
How am I
Saying that
being
someone is
biased?
spitting facts is being biased. So if I say that Stephen Hawking, recognizing that the universe is expanding, does that make me biased?
Meet him. He's interrupting me. I was trying to talk and he's interrupting me. You can meet him.
Wait, he was just asking you a question.
No, I was
He's
trying to talk. He interrupted me.
he's quiet now. One minute, he's quiet now. So can you just like?
No, wait, why are you like you're trying to meet him when he interrupted?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Like okay, whatever. I'll do it.
Also,
Bro, he's always trying to like sneak disses whenever he thinks I can't respond.
no, I just do that when you're getting muted because it's funny. Anyways.
Okay, cool. You can respond now.
Alright. So basically, yeah, listen up. Okay. Josh, don't miss. Okay, so basically, You made the first claim, not me. Yes, I understand that yours was in a response to what I said. Okay, but what you don't understand is this is what I said. Yeah, I said, oh, you guys are the ones that's complaining or whatever. You said, oh, how's it complaining? Both you guys got on my class saying, how's it complaining? I explained to you, no, I said, no, yeah, you guys said how's it complaining destruction, and you said all we said is why is this no, all destruction said is what was it? What destruction said is you're not
I'm
funny.
on it. I'm gonna unmute Thingy because like I'm walking at this point and I have like a lot of like luggage, so I won't be able to mute you guys again. So I'm just gonna unmute Thingy. But please just do not interrupt like each other, okay?
Yo, all right. So I have like a bit of a issue with what you just said. So you said
Wait, I'm not finished. I'm not
no,
finished.
no, no.
Wait,
Wait.
wait,
All right, here,
Josh,
let's
Josh,
just let you
Josh.
finish. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, please,
Okay, so
please,
what I'm
please.
saying is, w- I said, oh, y'all are complaining. You said, oh, how are we complaining? Like whatever, blah blah blah. We kept talking, and then that's when you said, all destruction said is you're not funny. That isn't complaining.
You're
That's
not
just pointing out.
understanding that the first claim
And
that
I
it started when you
Wait.
said you guys are complaining. That was the very
so wait,
first claim. You tried to assert something from your point of view when you say you
and
are
I'm trying to help
complaining,
you.
saying you are doing something. That was your claim. That was the assertion to your side. So until you prove that side, you lose.
Wait,
Explaining, keep
wait,
interrupting.
Josh. Okay, Josh, please just let him finish, man. Come on.
Okay,
Okay.
that first
I can't.
claim I made.
I can't.
That first claim I made, you guys, we both from that first claim I made, we both had different freaking what's the name definitions or like different perspectives on their memory of him complaining. Yeah, so I said, oh, he complained because he's like sat there and showed and expressed annoyance by saying different shit than you're just unfunny, and you said all he said is you're unfunny. Yeah, so we both have our own interpretations, and I'm saying we can prove one to be like more
No.
valid than
No.
just go off the
Actively
truth
still
of
recording, by the way. I have the definition for claim. It says state or assert something that is something is the case. You said you are complaining. Are means actively is. That's asserting something to be the case. When you assert something to be the case, aka making a claim until you prove it, which is what the burden of proof is, your claim is considered baseless. And until your claim is completed, until your side of this thesis statement that you made is complete, then whatever you say means nothing until you prove that base thesis. So until you prove that base thesis, I don't owe you anything. That's what you're not understanding. Just because I have this information doesn't mean I'll end this right here and now in one thing. I could. Theoretically, I could if I wanted to. But the thing is, I like seeing you struggle. It's funny to see you sit here and try to rat around the basic laws of how our language works. It's literally the law of just like how dialectics works. It's how we speak. It's how manner of speaking is handled in a professional sense. It's how it's handled in a debating sense. It's how it's handled in literally everything. So if you're going to sit here and try to change dictionary definitions, like, then you're just wrong. So until you prove the base claim, which you tried to assert that was he was being annoyed or whatever, he was complaining, until you prove that, you have nothing. So that what aren't you understanding? You asserted something, you haven't proved it. Until you prove what you asserted to be the case versus 3 eyewitnesses, you have nothing. What do you have? Realistically, what do you have to contend against any of this?
Okay, listen. So
I asked you a question. It was a question. It wasn't a go for you to start rambling. Realistically, what do you have to go against this? I'm not asking you to reiterate what you just said for the 15th time. You've been circling this whole time, so I'm going to state what I said again. What do you have to go against what we have?
Yeah, can you listen?
Answer the question, yes.
Okay, good bitch. Okay, listen up. So basically, what I have here is the fact that our interpretations are equal. So
Your
I keep saying,
interpretation, but that still
I'm
doesn't
not
back
finished. I'm not
anything.
finished. I am not finished, bro. Okay.
Choose better
So
wording next time then.
I am saying that complain from what I remember is what he did. You're saying,
Yeah, but it's not. We already proved that.
I'm not finished. From what you remember, he did not say what I'm saying he said. I'm saying the only reason we can come to a conclusion and put both of our memories like upper level or whatever, like you can prove your memory or whatever is the case, is the recording. You're withholding this freaking what's the name proof and literally not letting this debate conclude. That is why I'm saying this you should show the recording because it's gonna be easy and finished. I'm literally not even trying to rap right
So, or even if he did, like, just hypothetically, let's just say he did say stop ratting. How exactly? What did you think he says? So again, just reiterate what you think he said.
So basically, he says like, stop ratting. It's not even funny anymore. It's getting annoying.
No, I said it's getting annoying. That was me. I already told you that. That was me.
No, yeah, but I said no. I'm saying from what I remember. That's what
Yeah,
he said.
you heard it because it came from me. He didn't say it was getting annoying because he had just joined. So basically, what you're saying is, like, just even taking your perspective into account. Let's just say that he did say stop ratting. Saying stop ratting doesn't say that he's dissatisfied or annoyed. Just because you say stop doing something doesn't necessarily mean it's an annoyance or dissatisfaction. You could tell a child to stop running with scissors because you know the outcome if they slip. Just because you tell them to stop doing something doesn't mean you're dissatisfied or annoyed with something.
Oh my god, there's no way this guy just said that.
If I tell you to stop doing something, does that mean I'm dissatisfied or annoyed? In every context, does that mean I'm dissatisfied or annoyed?
Yes.
How? I just gave you an example of context where it doesn't mean that.
Alright, let me explain. Dissatisfied just means not being happy. You're not happy when a child runs around with scissors, so you're inherently dissatisfied.
No, that's not how that works. I already gave you an example. Just because, no, if I know what's going to happen if they do slip, that doesn't mean that I'm dissatisfied or currently unhappy. That doesn't mean that I am. If I can predict the outcome of something and I say don't do it because I know what's going to happen, that doesn't mean I am currently at the state where I would be dissatisfied or unhappy in the future if that were to take place. Does it?
Okay,
I gave you context where that does, like, where it's not always the case, and you haven't given a single thing. So until you do such, you are losing.
Okay, are you happy with a child running around with scissors? Are you happy?
I couldn't care less until they slip and fall. But if I tell them not to do it beforehand,
No, I'm saying their action of doing it. Are you happy with
there.
that?
What do you mean? Are you happy with them doing it? What is there to be happy or unhappy about?
Are you happy and comfortable with a little child, running around with scissors in the hand or a knife in the hand?
What are you talking about? Like, am I happy or comfortable?
Yeah, are you?
Why would you be happy about it? There's no context to really show emotion for someone just running with scissors, but saying stop doing something or not to do it so they don't end up slipping or falling and end up impaling themselves and facing the consequences later on down the line doesn't necessarily mean in this context at this current moment it's a complaint. So if you're not understanding the basics of the of the English language that we both speak and have spoken our entire lives, then there is nothing else that I can say to you to convince you that you're just stupid.
If he's verbatim stating there and saying that, oh, stop freaking what's the name? Stop writing. It's getting annoying.
No, I said it's getting annoying. I said like hypothetically, if he said, I don't have to prove anything until you prove your side. We're using hypothetical situations here if you hadn't kept up.
You made the claim, prove it.
No, I did not.
You said annoying. You just made the claim that you said
after you made yours, which you still haven't proven. I've been recording the whole time.
Prove it.
How long does this say right here? Like 33 minutes since we started. Right after you said.
I only care about the other shit so we can end. You're literally being annoying, bro. Like we can.
It doesn't matter if I'm being annoying. The thing is, you still haven't proven this right here at 3:56 a.m. You still haven't proven this. So until you prove this, which is your thesis statement, then you have nothing to back anything you've said, which means you've been wasting time the whole time.
I do, you retard. We already agreed that this is equal interpretation, meaning yours isn't above mine. Mine isn't above
It
yours.
is not who's above what. We never agreed that it's equal interpretation. That was in the hypothetical situation that what you said was true. But now that we have 3 eyewitnesses going against what you're saying, and you're sitting here telling us that we're wrong, and you still haven't backed your thesis statement, and you're going to sit here and try to violate dialectics, I can't speak to a literal child.
That would just be the interpretation as well.
It's not even interpretation because it's 3 people against you. It's cameras against you. It's literally the burden of proof against you. It's literal definitions from Oxford Dictionary, you know, the most world-renowned dictionary on the planet, against you.
Go on camera.
I don't have to do anything until you prove your side first. You realize that, right?
Don't talk.
It's not even that I don't have to talk. It's until you prove this, you have nothing. So until you prove this, I can say what I want, when I want, where I want, and you can't do a thing about it because you still haven't proven your thesis.
Go ahead. Just let me know when you're gonna show it.
No, it doesn't matter when I show it. The thing is, until you prove this, I don't have to. That's how the burden of proof works. That's how the English language works. That's how dialectics works. So until you can somehow prove this, you're wrong.
I'm
Prove
here
this.
to show it.
Prove it.
I'm here.
Then prove it. Then prove it.
I'm here.
Prove it.
I'll be here when you show it.
Prove it.
Stay here until you show it.
So until you prove it,
Bro, every single person that debated you end up saying that you're being retarded.
how? No, what? No, who? Name one specifically. Name one.
Joe Cammy.
Then add them back. Bring them back in here, bro.
Wait, Josh.
He still hasn't proven anything, and I said even in the hypothetical sense that he was correct, and you did say that like stop ratting. Like if you did tell him to stop ratting, that's still not technically a complaint. Yo, hold up, that's loud.
Let me just be stupid. Okay. So, Josh, you can continue what you were saying.
All right, so basically I said in the hypothetical sense that you did tell him to stop ratting, that wouldn't be a complaint by definition. And he's saying, like I said, I asked him if in every context saying stop doing something or not to do something is a complaint. He said yes, and I said, so in the case of a child running with scissors and you say stop doing that because you can foresee the possible outcome of if they slip and get hurt and the repercussions of their actions later on down the line, that doesn't necessarily mean you're at discomfort right now or like you're complaining dissatisfaction or annoyance about something at this current moment, which means that it isn't a complaint at this current moment. So until the event happens and you don't express gripes about it until that point, it's not a complaint. And he still doesn't understand that. And he's sitting here saying, until I show the video, that like literally he doesn't have to prove anything, which we have timestamps of him making the first argument. We have eyewitness accounts of him making the first argument, which he still hasn't proven. And we've given him multiple definitions of burden of proof, multiple examples of burden of proof in legal and debating sense. We've given him the definitions for complaint. We've given him the definition of claim. He's asserted things and he hasn't backed them. So until he does such, he's just at a loss, which he still doesn't understand.
Okay, let's see what he's got to say. I'm gonna refute now. Shankstad.
Yo, I can't even hear anything because of your mic.
Let me just mute. Just give me a second. Let me just quickly.
Right, yo.
You gonna refute what I said?
Yeah, can you repeat it because like his mic was loud as shit.
I was basically explaining what had happened, and then I was like, I've given you multiple definitions for complain, for claim. You fit the criteria for claim. You made the first assertion. We responded to your assertion. Then you still hadn't proven your initial argument, which was your thesis. Your thesis statement being your initial argument, aka the first argument in this entire discussion, means you still have the burden of proof. Until your claim is proven, you have the burden of proof. It doesn't matter who makes a claim after you, it just matters who made the claim first. So until yours is proven, it doesn't matter. It's literally nothing I say or do matters until after you prove your claim. So nothing you say or do after like until your claim is proven matters. So you could sit here and like tell me to show the video all you want. It doesn't matter. You could say that you have the video, but until you actually prove your claim, like even if you show destruction being hypocritical, even if you show it, that doesn't express him complaining. It really doesn't. You could have the video yourself, and that still doesn't back your initial thesis statement. So unless you can prove what you stated first, you have literally nothing. Hey, retard, you understand or what?
Yeah. There's no reason to say that, but whatever. Anyways. Listen up, okay? So my whole point here is, yeah, I did say that I did claim that destruction was complained, okay? So I claim this here from my memory. My memory is what he said is completely different to your memory of what he said.
Doesn't matter. We
So
have
what
more eyewitnesses in video. Try again.
I finished.
Your perception doesn't matter when it's against eyewitnesses in video. In a legal sense, just imagine this was a court case. Your perception matters not at all.
Alright, what's the name? Yeah, so what I'm trying to say here is, yes, this can be my perception, but this is both of our perceptions as well.
It doesn't matter what your perception is. It really doesn't, because until you prove your thesis statement, nothing you say matters. Like you're literally premise trapped, and I haven't even tried.
Wait.
Nothing you say matters until after you prove your thesis statement.
Wait up. I'm just. Yeah, what you saying?
Literally nothing you say matters until you prove your thesis statement.
Okay, as long as we both have equal interpretation.
It doesn't matter what your interpretation is. You have to prove your thesis statement.
Wait, thesis statement.
Neither of our interpretations matter until the person who made the first claim proves theirs. I could have literally not even asserted anything, but you making the first claim means you have to prove it.
Okay, listen. The proof is the recording.
No, the proof is on you. It doesn't matter what I do. That's the funny thing. It really doesn't matter.
You're stopping this debate to conclude. So
it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what I do, but until you prove your thesis, you're premise trapped. So are you going to get out of the premise trap, or are you going to somehow... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're just sitting here saying you'll wait. You can clearly hear me. So until you get out of this premise trap, you're at a loss. Yo, retard, you hear?
Yeah.
So you gonna prove your premise trap? Like you just gonna prove your thesis or what?
If you can show it that freaking.
No. Wait. Since I'm recording, I'm just gonna upload this, and then I'm just gonna post this clip right here. I'm going to ask you this question. I'm gonna post this into the Reach Discord server, and I'm going to get other people's opinion on it. So, are you going to prove the first claim you made at 3:56 a.m.? Are you going to prove that? I have the screenshot. I have the log. The log is literally in the it's in the chat still. Are you going to prove it?
I'll wait for you to get the. I'll wait for you to tell me that you're gonna conclude this debate by showing the proof. If you're not gonna do that, you're just ratting and
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I rat. That's the funny thing. Is right here. I have it. 3:40 a.m. 3:40 a.m. I'm cross-referencing the times just so this is included in the video as well. So until you prove anything you've said, you lose. That's literally how dialectics works. You make the first claim, you prove the first claim. It doesn't matter if I make a claim afterward or if I make a claim at all. Until you prove yours, nothing you say matters. So are you just going to prove it yes or no? Just say yes or no.
I'm literally just gonna wait for you to prove this shit. So
So it doesn't matter. So I'll take that concession.